What's up everybody, it's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a pretty crappy day of streaming where the positivity was not there, and Phil did not recoup his losses on his memberships for both DSP Gaming and DSP Reacts. I mean, support was pretty low, and of course our boy Phil was trying to garner sympathy with the sore throat and the allergies kicking in. So let's see what Phil has to say on his daily rap video.
Just want to forewarn everyone, today my throat began to react to allergies pretty badly. Swelled up this morning. And so I did take an allergy pill, but it was already swollen. So if you're listening today to some of the content that I did, you might notice that my voice is, kind of cracks a bit or whatever. And for the late stream at first, it was very hoarse. It got better over the course of the stream. As you can hear now, I sound...
Yes, it was very cat. His throat was very cat.
Sound almost normal. So sorry about that, but allergies hit, and we'll see tomorrow how I feel if I need another pill or not. Then we jumped into DSP versus...
By the way, excuse me, I don't have allergies, but my understanding is that allergy pills are typically taken regularly. So you're prescribed an allergy pill and you're supposed to take it daily. That's my understanding. So if you know that, in the spring or in the summer you get, allergic to pollen or whatever, you're supposed to get on whatever Claritin and take one every day. It's kind of it's one of those maintenance drugs that you need to take it just to make sure that your symptoms don't flare up. So you take it once a day, not whenever you feel like an attack is coming on, then you take a pill. By then it's just way too late, Phil. So you're supposed to be taking those pills daily.
The internet on DSP Reacts. For those who don't know, it's my sister channel. It's my React channel with that kind of content. And the channel members pick videos for me to watch. The Ultra members for sure get their videos watched once a week, while the standard members go into a playlist that I play randomly in random order. And some people get their videos watched, while others, depends on the randomness. It really is RNG. Who knows what YouTube's going to pick. Decent variety of stuff this week, but admittedly nothing really stood out. Like, I don't think there was a big moment where it was like, wow, that was an amazing video, or that was a funny moment. Not to say that it was super boring either, but it was just kind of a week that kind of muddled around a bit.
By the way, he got content ID 3 times, so that was always lovely to watch.
With some of the topics and the like, I like some of it. Sometimes the chat just purposefully complains about everything, but in general, some of it was good, I feel. Give it a look. All those videos will be going live on DSP Reacts over the week, 2 today and then 1 a day for the next 4 days.
He's just annoyed because the positivity was just not there on his streams for the DSP Reacts or DSP versus the internet. Tips were low, super chats were abysmal, and no new members. And of course, whenever that happens, Phil has to complain about the chat and complain about people complaining and just complain about everything. I'm pretty sure if he would have made the tier 2 tip goal, everything would have been lovely, and say he would have gained 2 or 3 new additional members, the stream would have been extra positive. But since that didn't happen, Phil's just gonna complain. And let's not even get into Zelda. Zelda was an utter crap fest. I mean, the gameplay was terrible. He whined and complained. You could tell he did not want to play Zelda whatsoever because he knew the support wasn't going to be there. And of course, he muddled out, and I think he got lucky and made 25 bucks.
And consider becoming a member over there if you want to be the people who, nominate those videos and have the equal chance with everyone else to get watched. And thank you to those who are currently supporters over there. Then tonight was Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. And tonight, admittedly, the first whole hour was a waste of time, and then after that we had one of the most productive hours I've ever had in the game. The first hour, I said, alright, so we did a shrine quickly, and I wanted to go back to the lookout area, because number one, I wanted to upgrade. I had enough for 2 to upgrade, so I got 2 health upgrades. And then I wanted to upgrade my battery, and then basically continue on towards the Gerudo area. So we went to the lookout camp and go underground, and we upgrade, and then all of a sudden an optional area opens up where it's like, oh, there's an optional cave now that's open. You could go over there, and there's a statue there that lets you trade health for stamina. If, like, let's say for example you had upgraded a ton of stamina, but basically you couldn't do the health, like you didn't have enough health, you could trade your stamina upgrades for health, and vice versa. I don't really care for that, but it was nice to find it. So then I'm going to this cave, and there's an insane amount of breakable boulders and walls. The problem is at the beginning of the cave, they don't let you use your companion. You have to get further into the cave for your companion to show up. You know, your summoned companion, your characters, the legendary heroes who help you out with your abilities. So I had to get boulder clubs to break down these walls, and I had to keep leaving and coming back, because I didn't know how many there were. When we finally got into the cave further, then there was a boss fight, and then you were able to summon your companion to break down the walls. I was in this cave, no exaggeration. I thought, I'll just take 5 minutes. Over 45 minutes I'm in this cave. We get to the end, I found 2 armor pieces, and we're at the end, and I'm like, well, it seems like a dead end. Let me rise up. So I rise up, and I'm looking around. Oh, there's a chest over there. Should I get it? And people are like, no, if you leave the cave now, that's not the end of it. You're going to have to go back. The game just decides for me and pops me out, and I'm like, I didn't press a button. Why is there a time limit? How stupid is that? Just let me sit here and look around and decide for myself. So the game forced me out of the cave. So after 45 minutes in this cave, I didn't get to finish it. But I'm to understand, if I continued in the cave, I would have got the 3rd piece of armor for the full soldier armor set. And it would have taken you to Hyrule Castle, which is an area that has optional items and challenges and things in it. But I didn't get to do it. The game kicked me out. It was so stupid. So basically, I wasted about an hour. Like, I really felt like the first hour of tonight's stream was a complete waste of time, thanks to Nintendo.
I'm not sure what the hell he's talking about. Nothing kicked him out. He just decided not to do that piece. He got so frustrated and tired of doing what he calls repetitive shit that he just left it and decided to go do something else. So I'm not sure what the hell he's talking about. And what I don't understand at all is, why is he even playing this game? You could tell he hates this game. He hates the game mainly because his support is just abysmal. Nobody watches it. No one cares. He gets 0 views on his, or he gets barely any views on his videos when he posts them on his channel. And it's just a dead stream, and he knows it, and he doesn't want to wage quit it because he doesn't want people to complain and say, oh, he wage quit it, you know, and get the flack for that. So he's just gonna muddle through it and complain to the point where people are just gonna say, you know what, just don't play it, you don't look like you're happy, just quit it, play something else. And then he'll sit there and say, well, my audience told me to quit it. That's essentially what he's waiting for.
So the good news is, we are approaching the end of Zelda. I actually significantly skipped some content tonight that, you know, I don't have to do now, because I ended up doing this at a more turboed way, which I didn't know there was a time limit to do it that fast, but there was. Thank goodness I made it in the skin of my teeth. It was ridiculous. I was about to rage, and then I did it. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. So, good stuff there. Overall, first hour of tonight's stream felt wasted. Second hour felt like insane amount of progress, and now, after this final memory, we're just going to go to Gerudo area and then probably endgame and wrap it up. So, Zelda's getting there. We're almost into endgame. I would say once we finish this Gerudo dungeon, we're probably heading into endgame now for the playthrough. Okay? So that's good stuff right there. Overall, good streaming day. Of course, whenever we have a React day, typically what ends up happening, any support that's going to come in for the React day comes in early. And usually when I'm doing the React stuff, like, it's dead. And I don't know why, because we do have a significant amount of members on that channel. We have almost 80 again. You know, at one point we had over 100, but then went way down, and now we're almost back up to 80 again. But it just seems like the contributions don't happen during the React content. I don't know why, but thankfully there's enough members and support otherwise on that channel that it is still viable, you know. But it's funny because people are like, dude, every week he's streaming the React show. It doesn't seem like anyone really contributes. Why does he do it? Well, overall, there's definitely enough diversification on that channel of content, and the fact that there are enough members that it makes it viable, okay?
Okay, and I think he's setting up to eventually just move to shut down DSP Reacts and maybe turn it into a clip channel, or not a clip channel, classics. He may do that, change it into the old DSP content, right, and try to get members from that. And then what he's going to do is he's going to move his React content back over to DSP Gaming. And he's essentially going to say, oh, I hear my feedback from my audience. They keep telling me that they don't like going to separate channels, so they want everything in DSP Gaming. So I'm going to listen to my community and move everything back to DSP Gaming. That's what he's setting up for. And I love how he now changes the parameters of support for the channel. He has always, excuse me, he has always said that support comes from the memberships. Support comes from the memberships. Being that he doesn't have that membership level that he was looking for, now he's talking about, well, it's member supported plus tips, super chats, and ad revenue. and of course he's not going to get any ad revenue because most of that stuff gets claimed. And then the super chats and the super chats and the tips, that's new. That's all of a sudden new because of course he doesn't have that level of support from memberships. So yeah, this will be wrapping up pretty soon. I don't see him doing this because in his eyes it's too much. It's more work than what he's getting out of. Like the money is just not there for him. He was hoping that this would garner enough monthly support in money to rival DSP Gaming, where he can essentially double dip, and that's not happening. And in Phil's eyes, he sees this as it's way too much work for me to be doing for just 70 members. And I think he's at 75 members, which will end up dipping because it is close to the end of the month. And usually he loses about 10 to 15 members at the end of the month. So I'm pretty sure that the membership on that channel is going to drop below 60 soon. So yeah, I don't see Phil doing this much longer. Trust me. I give him probably to maybe the third quarter of this year where he's going to start talking about bringing everything back to DSP Gaming.
So anyway, don't worry, because some people, of course, the trolls and everything have to, he had a horrible day. No, I didn't. Today was a fine day. Don't worry about what the nonsense that they say. Today was a good day, okay? What are we doing tomorrow?
Oh my god, I love when he says that. Oh, it wasn't a bad day because the trolls make it a big thing. You're the one that make it a big thing, Phil. You constantly talk about tips. You talk about slow days, and you talk about support, and you bring up the money factor all the time. So when a detractor like myself highlights it, you can't blame me for that. I'm essentially taking your cue of bitching and complaining about low support, and I'm highlighting that essentially. And that's what I do, Phil. I highlight your streams, right? And provide commentary, of course. So when you continuously talk about low support, low money, low tips, and needing more of that, I'm going to highlight that. So don't sit there and blame the detractors for highlighting the fact that you constantly complain about support, okay? And yesterday was a bad day. What did you make? 50 bucks on your DSP versus the internet in tips? And then you made 25 bucks on your Zelda stream? Yeah, that for you, Phil, that's a very bad day of support. That's not enough money for your Jin and for WWE champions. So don't sit here and complain the detractors for what you continuously harp on. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.